These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it. These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the last match of Week 2 Aurora Overwatch Clash, where we have the Munich Mice taking on the Random Jimmies. Here with me on the co-cast I have Paninii.
Hello.
How are you doing
I'm
this
doing-
fine Friday?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's Friday.
Right
Fridays do be like that.
Yeah, right at the beginning of our spring break, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's coming. I think most people are having their spring break either like this week or next week. It's coming up soon for most people, I think.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, what
Starting
do you
off spring
expect
break
today?
with a good match. I'm not sure what I'm expecting. I could see either team winning. The Mice going against the last week, and then the Jimmy's taking on the team 2.
Yeah, Jimmy's are.
But losing.
They love chaos. They love like messing stuff up. So a lot of times when you have teams like that, just like anything could happen. So
Exactly, it's all up in the air. It's the mercy of the die. The
yeah.
hand of fate, as you will, which is pretty poetic given the team name.
So I know that they say they roll their comps. Do you know what depth they roll their comps to? Do they roll like every single character? They just roll what character they're gonna play?
I heard that the captain was figuring out to what extent his team wants to, whether they want to or not even. But I do know that Nort wants to include at least a little bit of RNG.
Yeah. Because I know he, at least the last match they played, he was pretty much on Bastion the whole time. So I don't think he's rolling for himself.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, maybe if they're rolling, like, what type of comp they want to play. Maybe they're like, oh, we're gonna play Brawl or we're gonna play Dive. Like, they could be rolling that. Yeah, I need to follow up more with them to see what. I'm really curious to the depth of the RNG of this team.
Yeah, as we say that, we do see some of the last players, at least to make a full lobby,
Yep.
getting invited at least, so not be long. As the Mice are going to be down Mania Moon for this match, as well as the Random Jimmies are down Saga, from what I know. I may be wrong, but they're not here currently.
Too. Okay. Yep. So
So
yeah, they're probably gonna run the Skyster Strudel support line. It's a pretty solid support line, if I do say so myself. Mania Moon's great, but like Skyster and Strudel's a really good one. If you're gonna be down with support, that's a really good support line to have.
well, it's mainly good because of the synergy they already have from
Yeah.
the Marshmallow Monsters that champions last season. So those two, along with Seven for Yak, it's good to see it.
Yep.
That they're still able to utilize that synergy.
So we'll see. They see if they can go for what's it called, back to back champs.
Yep. And this would actually be Nuttier's three-peat if he were to win on Washington, because he won on the push. Then City. But we'll see if these guys can get back to back.
It's nice that they redo the draft every season, but part of me like kind of wants you to have like these big dynasty teams, you know? Because like, could you imagine if the Marshmallow Monsters still had the same team from last season? That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're about to go in.
Yeah.
Mars coming out. So first match is Oasis. So let's see what the first one is.
Yeah.
It is City Center, it looks like. So City Center, this dive heavy map. Usually expect to see some Winstons, maybe some balls coming out. Ball's been pretty good lately.
Yeah, I could see that. I do know that Fish does enjoy the Reinhardt, and a Shifty Fish. He's been gone for a while, but
Oh, it's the Fish v Fish. I just realized that.
ooh, the Fish lineup. I do know both these tanks are Rhine enjoyers.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see as
I
they
wonder
both-
what next map's gonna be.
Yeah, surely it won't be King's Row.
I want to see the stats. I think that like at least all the ones that I've seen, every single team has chosen Kings Row for the second map.
I could see that.
But yeah, so let's see. Tracer's coming out. We do have a different support line. It should be a very different style of play coming out. You have the speed coming out, so maybe the Munich Mice are going to play a little bit faster. But they also, with this Ana coming out, might be able to get some good big nades, big sleeps coming out on the other side.
Yeah, you do see Nort going on to the Pharah as he's more known for the Bastion.
The Bastion, yeah. We'll see if he's able to get value on it.
As you do see Seven, Paninii actually taking down Nort really early, as well as Fish cleaning up the pick on the Tongs. He gets the arrow. That's crazy. Nice positioning from Tanic, be able to rotate around that spire wherever he needs to be to shoot down north.
With the comp that the random jimmies are running, if you kill this far, the fight's pretty much going to be over since you're having two people, Far and the Mercy, kind of trying to take over the sky and try to get a lot of damage in. If they're able to focus down Nort and Bronx, then they should be able to win these fights pretty cleanly here.
Yeah, it's really up to them to try to stop it, but an early Susie off the True trying to save Paninii, but not able to keep them up for long, but full position scarcely going backline and pick up the because of that, the Jimmies don't have enough sustain. Bronx just try to get a res off on the True to save it, but
Big bomb by 7-7. He's going to clean that up.
yeah, just a late staggers up 7 and flows, but really late.
And they are swapping. They're swapping the Bastion and the Moira, which is very. And the Diva, full swaps coming out. A very interesting comp. It looks like the Diva and the Trace are going to try to play fast, but then you have these the Bastion coming out. So it's going to be. We're going to see if Nort goes for any maybe weird angles from this Bastion, because I don't think he can just kind of run into the high ground like that. He has to go for a clever angle here. But it definitely could work pretty fast with their Tracer, their Diva, and their Moira here.
Yeah, you do see multiple angles being taken by the Jimmies as Nort, he just barely misses the ring on the top of the point as Fish dives really aggressively in and pulls through with a TP Sushi. Fish is coming in with on the way. Manages to get two. Focus line. Jimmies.
Bloodthirsty Strudel coming out, and it looks like they're going to clean that fight up too. They just have the baby there. They could have staggered the Diva out, but I think you just kind of take the clean fight win there.
Yeah,
it's going to be very difficult for them to retake here. They do have the Beat and the Kitsune rushing coming out. It's going to be really hard for them to push into this on the defense here.
Yeah, really good discipline by the side of the Mice, able to keep their own. And Skyster's able to take down Flawless after the pulses. Brutal using Kitsune rush, able to pick out Bronx as well as Skyster with the beat for good measure. Tries to go on the ball, try to get something done. A miracle, but not able to do it as they still have ults online the side of the Mice. They didn't even need all of them.
That was incredibly clean from the Munich Mice coming out. That fight, or that map is specifically is really good for the comp they're running. It's also very tough to run from the random Jimmies. I think the other two are going to be a little bit better to run this Bastion with than City Center, but it's still going to be kind of tough to run. This isn't a very good map for Bastion outside of maybe University. The dive is incredibly good on City Center, and it's also going to be incredibly good on this Garden. So we'll see if they're able to maybe kite the dive and just kind of over time do the damage with this Bastion. It looks like they are making swaps over here to play a little bit slower, which is actually going to be really good for their team as a whole. This comp has a little bit more synergy than what the one that they swapped to late in that last match. So they are rotating. Both teams are going for the high ground. If they play in these close quarters, it's going to be very difficult for this dive to engage. And it looks like they're just going to give up high ground here.
We're able to pick out Skyster as well as be able to punish Tanic for going in as tickling the backline. Oh, deathly low. Look. Nicely.
Nort gets 3 that fight. When they take that fight on the high ground, it's really difficult to push into that Bastion. You kind of have to just wait for the tank form to be out and then just try to engage on that. So I think they got a little bit too antsy and tried to engage when Nort was in his tank form. He was able to just get a couple of picks really early there. They do swap over to a Mirror, a Rhine, and a Mei comp. Maybe the plan is to just kind of shorten the sight line and then speed in. They look like they're going underneath here, which might be a really good to force a drop coming out from the Munich Mice. Oh, there he goes. Wait, he stayed on the map! I thought he was going to go off the map!
Tanic is in and punishes through. Rolling, but all is able to get Tanic in response. As just trying to pepper each other, but Stefan's got a position behind the team. Wallace does not. And with the a lot harder. That's the same for that fight.
I don't know if you saw that, but it looked like Shifty Fish charged. I didn't even know you can make the charge. He charged from the high ground behind the Munich Mice and was trying to go for like a little angle there. It looked really interesting, but he just kind of got caught out and they weren't able to really stay alive there. They just got run over. A lot of ults coming out from both sides. The big one is going to be this Kitsune Rush coming out, but you do have a lot of ults that can counter this. The beat's coming up really soon. Also, the Bastion ult might be able to counter if they try to stand inside of the...
Pretty able to take down Skysons, but...
Huge shatter.
Play Shifty Fish.
Shifty
Muscular
Fish.
beast, as he's known. Gets it done again. Except so lag. As he's trying to stall up as much as he can.
Shifty Fish has been getting a lot of value on this Ryan. Yeah, I think they're probably going to try to commit to this this Ryan long term, try to stay on this as long as they possibly can. Blizzard's coming out. It's going to be a really big Blizzard if they can engage with this from Paninii. They might not even need it. They already picked down Shifty Fish.
Yeah, that's as good as the Jimmys aren't even in a spot to really contest. Bronx does go in, just get a little bit going. All out Paninii so that they can't hold on.
They have dueling beats coming out from both sides. But the big difference maker is this Blizzard here. Let's see if he gets value with it.
The beat used out from Skyscraper. Try to defend off the nano shift grind. It may not be needed. Trying to stay alive. There's no one to get as much done.
I really thought they were going to use the beat to counter the Blizzard, but it looks like they're actually saving it to counter this Kitsune Rush. So the Kitsune Rush is going to come out. They're going to be able to counter beat this from Bronx, and then they're going to have Shatter to follow up. Shatter actually on both sides is going to come out. So we're going to see if the beat can outlast this Kitsune Rush, and then maybe one of the Ryans can find a Shatter here.
Can Shifty get it done again with the Shatter? We'll have to see this time, as it looks like both Ryans are going to have more ult again right at the same time. Early Kitsune Rush played the back into the staircase, but Paninii goes really aggressive on the side. Charges in. High ground. Shatter on the Paninii, but shattered by Fish. A nice sleep was able to stop him. In his wake, takes down Bronx and all the firepower that the Jimmys have to take down the mice.
Big Shatter actually hit from both sides, and it looks like they just had the cleanup coming out from the random Jimmys.
Yeah,
and
not many ults used.
It looks like they might actually have the ult advantage from the random Jimmy, so they might be able to hold this point here too. North's on the high ground.
Really interesting angle. He's got the dice weapon icon. I didn't even notice that weapon charm.
Oh, he does. That's great.
Yeah.
So he's actually gonna have a really good angle if they try to push this high ground here. He's gonna be able to just kind of shoot him from high ground.
All out from Shifty Fish. He's able to back out. Bronx falls. They're coming up on Nano Blade quick as Wallace is Nano. Shifty gets a nice Paninii. They're able to use that main motion. That's huge. It's another. Skyson comes in with the clutch beats. Try to clutch it up with 7 and just wait for Paninii to get back. Yeah.
Honestly, they didn't even need the Shatter. Shifty Fish is just killing everyone here.
Oh my gosh.
Blizzard comes up, but it might be just too little too late.
Yeah, freezes.
It looks like they're able to keep everyone up, and Nort just cleans up everyone else. Really good punchback from the random Jimmys. Counter blow. That's the word I'm looking for. I was trying to think. Last time I casted it too, I was trying to think of that exact word, and I couldn't think of it. Counter blow dealt. Yeah. From the random Jimmys. And then now we're actually going to University, which I think is really going to favor the random Jimmys comp that they're running. Shifty Fish is getting a lot of value down on this Reinhardt. Fish has been getting some value too, but I think especially like with the Shatters, Shifty Fish had like pretty much all of his Shatters when fights. So with this Ryan comp, we're gonna see if they if Shifty Fish can keep winning the Ryan duel, and then if not, see if maybe Paninii or 7-7 can come out on top. Actually, Nord swaps to the Mei and Paninii swaps to the Fast.
What?
I hope they stay with this. Let's see.
Yeah, very interesting choice from the side of Paninii and Nord to mutually agree to swap his characters. Well, the cats are getting style. They're that again. As Paninii does go into the configuration, and they able to get a nice grenade on the Bronx. All the damage up to Paninii. Split up and then have to back out.
Bastion Brawl wins.
Yeah.
Maybe Bastion's just the meta to run with this Rhine now.
Maybe
Because they were doing really good on last map, and now that standing beyond the Bastion's doing really good here. Nord counter swaps to mirror Bastion here. The big difference maker between these two comps, I think, is going to be this Ana. If Ninja Drew can have a really big nade on this Ana, they might be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, with Suzu.
No Suzu, yeah.
Huge
Big shatter! Got 5!
Oh.
That was a
Plays
clean
out.
fight.
Very unlucky that I didn't get that on Frog, but it's
Yeah.
a clean fight from the side of the mice with single ult.
And then, since that was over so fast, we really don't have very many ults coming out. 7-7 is probably going to get his full spawn here, but other than that, we might not have any other ults this fight.
Yeah, might come out on window quick. Paninii does manage to pick down Flawless. Lamp comes up, though. He does get antied, but doesn't matter. 7 to pick out 3. As that's it. Only just one more ult used again on the side of the Munich mice. As you see Flawless going over from the Cassidy to the Genji.
I think that Flawless is a little bit more comfortable on this Genji too, especially last map when he was building that blade really quickly. You're going to look for this Nano Blade here, and they might actually be able to win a fight off of that. Especially if Skyster takes a little bit longer to build this beat here.
Very early window out from the triple end that Jimmy's almost able to back out. As well as break out Paninii. Back. Beat out from
50 Fish gets 2.
Gets another shatter. Able to take down Fish. Flawless just got triple.
They just have to clean up here. They're going to be able to take this point. 80. Probably going to be around 90, 99 to 0 here. We'll see if they're able to stall long enough. And they actually did that with only 2 ults coming out from the random Jimmy, so does look like they're going to have an ult advantage here too, especially with this Nano Blade coming out. Skyzer does have the beat to counter that, but other than that, they really only have the beat. Maybe they're going to get the shatter here. I think they should. Flawless finds 7-7 early there.
Nice shots out for Flawless if he takes down 7 like that. But he gets punished way too aggressive. Thought he could get the mini, but he can't. As the mice decide to go very aggressive as they know that they're going to have Nano Blade. Shatter out.
Shatter.
And he is able to find Skyster and make sure he doesn't use that beat, but
that was a really good read by Fish there. A lot of times when you nano the Rhine's going to take his shield down and start swinging, so we knew he had a free shatter there.
Yeah, Flawless is able to get through to him, but see Skyster coming back real. He does. That's it for the first map.
Munich Mice playing really clean. Outside of that second point, where they still had some very good moments on second point, they looked pretty clean on the first and the last map.
Definitely.
Here's that shatter you missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. Oh yeah, it is. Absolutely plays out
5.
both ways. Huge shatters each way. It's crazy.
I love watching Rhine 1v1s, so if this first map is anything for the future, a lot of Rhine's going to be played this map, I have a feeling.
Yeah, we'll have to see. As hopefully we are able to get some more Rhine, as that's some good watch right there with how many shatters are being able to land.
Yeah.
As we do go through the next map choice for the side of the random Jimmy, and we are going to go to a map break now. Welcome back to the second map of the Mice Jimmies match, as it's seeming to be a lot closer than everyone expected, or at least everyone possibly thought. As the map that the Jimmies chose is going to be Eichenwald.
Yeah, I was expecting King's Row because we keep saying that, but I think this does make a lot of sense. This is another one that you definitely can run Brawl on, but also, especially second point, a lot of Winston, a lot of Ball can be very good on second point here.
Yeah.
Also, like defense, Bastion on defense, Ike, it hits really hard.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do, because with the map choice of Ike, I can see either Brawl or like a Pope Pharmacy sort of look go through, as the Jimmies were able to win on the rush on Gardens, but then they lost at University, so it's a good map choice how they're able to change up how they want to play.
Panic B's on the showing the Bastion here. We'll see if he stays that the rest of the map. I do think second point, first point, and third point all have very distinctive play styles based on the comp you're running, so they could all obviously, between points, just swap off a different comp.
Yeah, completely. It does look like we do have the Pharmacy comp looking the Jimmies with more of a book style with the Sigma and Junkrat as well, while the Mice are gonna try to brawl it out just like they did on University.
I think that's actually going to be really good against the Brawl coming out. As long as the Pharah can kind of evade this Bastion, you should be able to get pretty much free poke on the Ryan and the Baptiste.
Yeah, Paninii going with a really aggressive angle on the Flawless, trying to out the Bronx there with the healing beam, and big race farms out.
It looks like they're not even trying to guard choke, they're just backing up the point. They're trying to take a fight there.
No, they're just going to try to sustain on point and wait for Jimmies to go in, but as I say that, Fish just runs on the rest of the team.
Fish was the bait. Fish was trying to take all the aggro so that Paninii in the backline could just farm for free. And it worked out really well. You're able to just kind of run over the Sigma with the Rhine. And then even though he got slept and almost died there, the rest of his team was able to actually capitalize on all that space he created there.
Yeah. Huge damage numbers looking from the side of Flawless, as well as he's almost 80% to that Fire Barrage, and Shifty moves over to the Orisa because he does not want to get rocked on that Sigma. I know it's not fun.
Yeah. And I think Orisa's a little bit better against the Ryan. Oh, Paninii calls Flawless. They might... I don't know exactly where his body fell.
They go aggressive. I don't think they can try to stop the brawl, but Paninii burns through it. They just keep running forward.
Fish just keeps going so deep, and it's working. He's creating so much space, and he's actually... And the fact that he's staying alive throughout this is really big. He's able to get so much value on the back line of the random Jimmies here. The Orisa swap, I think, is good against the Rhine, but I also feel like it's a lot easier to fall to the Bastion. You only really have one ability that can mitigate damage from the Bastion. When Sigma, you had the shield and the rock and the heat.
Yeah, Concentrate are coming out early from Paninii, but not able to find anyone. It's really aggressive into the side of the team. Simply get good. Hold on. Cover comes out on Shifty and runs. A huge lamp from Fruit was able to save him, but they're able to get the res off. Bronx. Falcon trying to keep him up. Beat able out from Skyser. Trying to sustain the position. And
Blizzard. Riddle gets out. I thought he was going to get caught by that Blizzard there.
Zoning Blizzard out. Because Riddle comes out from Riddle. And it was just in the window. It doesn't matter if is able to find word. But I trying to watch for it, he noticed that the rest of the team has stepped with him and is able to pick off all this chaos. Despite all this, Shifty as well as Skies for 7, but they're coming back in droves.
And look, they're there, they're able to stabilize.
Yeah.
Might get caught by this Tracer here, but I think he's able to get out. Yeah, he gets really low.
Flawless.
Oh, by Flawless! And they get the stick on him. They have the res there, but they're gonna have to reset really
Flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're chasing too.
He gets out, right?
Yeah. Oh no, he doesn't!
What?
He dies in spawn!
Fish with the body block.
They might have another fight here, but it's going to be really tough. They should have reset a lot earlier just to maintain that time. They should have been able to take another fight if they reset really quickly.
Yeah, they do have Dragon, but that's about it. But she's going to be coming up with how he's playing so aggressive on the run. He's going to have Shatter like any
Yeah, the
moment
Shatter
now.
from Fish is going to be the game decider.
7
Dragon.
out on the sides, able to pick off the logic.
Flawless should touch here.
Yeah,
Does get the touch,
does
he's going to
help
pay
him
for
with
it, yeah.
what half the Shatter we were talking about. Is he's just able to keep swinging and cleaving on the random trees as they just trickle in.
It's another clean... It's not a map, but that was a very clean hold from Munich Mice coming out. Round, that's the word I'm looking for. Fish going really aggressive and taking this. They're kind of creating like two separate squads here for the Munich Mice. They have the Ryan, the Lucio, and then they have like the Bastion on the back line, and then they have the Tracer from the side. So they're kind of attacking them from all angles. So if you don't, what they need to do from the random Jimmies is they need to just focus one and then just hard run over them. So like if they just decide they're going to focus Fish, you can just focus the Rhine and try to just run over him and pour all your damage into that. But the problem is since there's so many angles they're attacking from, they're getting distracted by like all these off angles and stuff, and they need to either focus on shutting down the off angles or focus on running over the front line.
Yeah.
Very chaotic, and they need to just take a breath and like just hard focus.
Yeah.
This is still holdable, but this is a very difficult point to full hold here.
Very difficult. We're going on to the Torbjorn. An ode to Grandmaster.
I think this might be one of the best. At least the point, especially first point, Ike is really good for Torb.
Yeah, able to like get rid of those pesky flankers at 7 playing around wherever he is.
I'm sure that's why they're running the Torb here, is to try to stop the flankers. And we do see the Ramatra coming out from Shifty Fish.
Character alert.
Yeah. Torb Vara, I love this. We'll see if they're able to make it work. Shifty's going to be a little bit alone here with this pharmacy.
Try to push them from the bank with Wallace for them, but he's just able to pick out. That's it.
That was so fast. They just ran in.
That's it. Just coordinated push out from the Mice, able to stop the Jimmy. Aren't sure what they don't know what they want. If they want to go in now or wait.
Shifty Fish was like going for a flank, and then you had that pharmacy in the sky. They were like kind of all around them, but I feel like they didn't have like a central focus in mind. So I think that's part of why the reason that they just kind of took that point so quickly.
Yeah. It's like what you're saying earlier, is that they are not sure where they want to go or who they want to shoot at, with people like Seven in the back line just being a little pesky Tracer. It's
just indecision. Sure. They need to commit. They need to just hard commit.
Exactly. As we do go into the third and possibly final map in this series, as it's the random Jimmy's choice. We will be back.
These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it. are the purest. Prove it. These beats are the purest. Prove it.
Welcome back to map 3 in the Ice v Jimmy series. As we just last, we saw huge plays out from the mice, huge grenade plays, as they were able to cap Ike at least in what seemed like record time.
That was really clean, especially the defense. The offense was also the offense was really clean, but the defense was also pretty good too. A lot of those really clean engages coming out with that Ryan comp.
Completely.
They put Bronx in, and Saga's arrived, so now Saga has been moved over to support. Bronx has been kicked over to tank.
Ready for battle.
And he's attacking, so he can swap over or whatever. But so what are you expecting from the comps to run with this Bronx in now?
You know, I have heard that Bronx is a ball enjoyer, so I could see that.
That also makes sense. It's a pretty good Route 66 is a pretty good ball map in my opinion. So Fish is also rolling out with the ball too.
Yeah, we have. I
And-
do not believe we've seen him yet on the ball, at least in the series. As we see a Break Zen composition, which is very reminiscent of the end of
Very-
Overwatch 1.
Yeah, there's a very spicy comp coming out from that. I really like this ball with the Briggs in and the Widow too. And they're running out with the Rhine. Rhine Torb.
Rhine,
So we'll
Torb,
see.
Zen Ana with Widow.
Really?
It's a poke Rhine comp.
This is really interesting. We're gonna see if this works. If they just won the Widow duel, they could just win.
Flawless with a big ego grapple. Not able to land the shot, but with the dive of Fish 7, able to bring Flawless down low, but not able to capitalize on it. He's able to get out with his life. Flawless does get the better of Tanic D in the 1v1 so far. Slams in again. Falls deathly low. And
I
they're
don't-
able to.
Fish getting out there? There's no way.
Of course he is.
The mice
Ball always gets out.
Yeah, we'll see if he sticks with this Torb. I think the goal of it is to put pressure on this Tracer, but I think they could genuinely just run down this ball, like maybe go like a Reaper, or even like a Sombra and just try to put enough pressure on this ball to win the fight off just that early pick on the ball there.
Yeah.
There's getting this Tito in the back line.
Able to move flawless forward, but again, not good enough to back them out. But Bronx all the way in while the rest of the team is around the corner.
I think it was just a miscommunication there. I think Brox thought more people were with him, and they were peeling back for this ball here.
We had a very bold grab off flawless as he grapples practically right on top of Strudel onto the arch there. As they were trying to find Paninii, who swapped out the Widow 1v1 away. He is able to find Saga though. Nicely.
He's putting work in on this Hanzo here.
Yeah, nice sleep up when follow up from Nord, but except comes out of nowhere. Kills Drew with the pulse.
They've now swapped on the Lucio here off of the Zen, so they should be able to play this with a little bit more speed from this Reinhardt. So we'll see if they can actually like speed in and get some clean engages. And looks like Fish is just not letting them push in at all. He's putting so much pressure on the front line here, they can't even push in.
Yeah, they're just trying to stabilize and wait for the rest of the team to come back. As Nord comes back from spawn, but Flawless does fall low. Just panic these arrows. Still able to find Flawless again. As tank on tank violence as Fish takes down Bronx and Saga as well as Nord.
Fish is just being a menace here.
Yeah.
And then Strudel might actually be leading the team in final blows. He's been getting a lot of value on this break here. Both support ults coming out from the Munich Mice. It's going to be really difficult for them to push in. Bronx off of the Ryan onto the Orisa, which I think is a little bit better against this ball. You have kind of 2 CCs against the ball here, so they should be able to at least prevent him from pushing in as hard as he has been. Massive pick there. We'll see if they can run over Strudel here.
Hello.
His whip shot off, and the rally comes onto the back line.
They just want to try to go aggressive despite the pick on the Paninii, but
North finds another.
Fish gets separated from 7 as North's able to take him down with a nice nano onto Bronx to kill Strudel. And Fish is just trying to get out with his life. All this is able to kill Skyscraper though. Saga goes so aggressive, he's in.
Flawless is going to be able to set up here. This actually might be
tactical.
They might be able to win this point off of just that winning the fight there.
Yeah,
they can really set up the turret. They can set up this Ashe. Beats coming out too.
Yeah, but you do see the Transcendence up from Skyscraper coming quick, as well as the pulse bomb from 7. He already has it.
It's going to take the fight
really,
here.
really early. Here comes Transcendence from Skyscraper, and Flawless knows he's gonna die. There's possibility of dying soon, so he's able to throw a bomb on the point. But Nord gets the best of 7 again.
Punch!
With a nice right click as well as a punch to the forehead. And
they get the cap.
They get the cap. They see 9 Nord with the core just to secure the point. Make sure it's all under lockdown.
Nord's had some good plays the last 2 fights. I think he found like maybe 3 or 4. They might have been solo blows actually. He's been getting a lot of value on this Torb, especially defensively. This Torb was able to get a lot of value, but when they were running it, trying to push into the point before they had won any fights, it was really difficult because you can't really set up the turret. You can't just like set up with these spam angles coming out from the Torb and with the Ashe here now. But now that they have the point moving, this would be a lot easier for them to defend here rather than try to like push in and make space.
Yeah, you do see the mice go more full comp with the Sigmas and Ana looking close to pass, and 7 is able to take down Flawless with a nice magnetic grenade and headshot.
Fish is going in here.
Yeah, directing out Paninii to try to split, but Fish is able to profit because of where his team is. As you see Nord slowly going to the back line. He gets slapped though on the staircase as he's able to ping him and keep him there, but Fish is stuck. And if Bronx keeps him here, he's not going to be able to get any healing. A nice anti from Drew.
Wallace
with a huge nano from Drew. Cass is still up there. He takes off Saga.
Saga.
They need to kill 7 before it's too late. Oh, it's too late. 7 goes really aggressive with the nano. Misses the magnetic grenade, but same can be said with Run his sleep dart. As Bronx tries to help to save him, but he's not there in time.
And they just recover here.
Yeah, light picks on Sword as Bronx trying to slightly hold his ground while 7 knows Flawless
He
is over
knows.
here. He can hear him. He doesn't know where. There he is.
What's he doing?
There they are.
What's he cooking?
7 gets the better of Flawless with Skyser's help there.
It's gonna be really difficult to push in here, especially with like the ults coming out from the Munich mice. It's gonna be very difficult to get the space created here. I think the big deciding factor here is gonna be this Flux. They might actually combo that with the dragons too, because it locks everyone in place.
Yeah, they all decide to go through, funnel through there. That little tunnel is Saga's stuck. Bronx does use the Harrison to push guard as far as he can. That's on 0. They attack the Jimmy's on Route 66.
That's not a terrible push either. A lot of times this second point can be really aggressive. The first point, you can also have some full holds coming out.
Yeah,
This
it
is
is completely
definitely winnable from the Jimmies. It took them a while to get going, but once they got going, they actually got quite a bit of cart push off of that.
completely possible by the side of the Jimmies. As second point, if the defenders play it properly, it's really difficult for the attackers as well. So it's completely possible. Side of the Jimmies.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to run some ball here. We'll see if they do on the defense here, but ball I think is really good on Route 66 with all this like kind of open space, all these grapple angles. I think you can get a lot of value. They are going for this more poke comp, which I think kind of suits their playstyle a little bit more. They were running that Torb, but I think Torb is really good with this poke, so now they're swapping to the Sim. I think Sim is actually not the best with like a Sigma, because the Sigma wants to play kind of further away, and the Sim, her main value is charging up that beam and getting in their face.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can make it work, especially with like maybe they have some TP strats they're pulling out. Maybe they have some good turret placements they know about. Oh, they're up close.
The Sim
That's why.
to get out of dodge in case all things go bad.
That's why they're doing it. So yeah, they're gonna just drop on them. Sim's gonna get full charge and then just TP away if they need to. Yeah, they're all
there.
close here. Really interesting. I do kind of like this coming out.
As early kinetic grasp off the Bronx, but huge focus fire from Jimmy's and Nord. Like you said, they just beam and they die.
That Sim full charge is one of the highest damage in the game. I think it's like 120 DPS with that full charge Sim left click. If you stay in too long against that full charge, it's lethal.
Yeah, 7 going onto the switch over the Genji here. Not comfortable playing it into this Symmetra. Is just going to train car, but the TP from Nord able to test him there.
Channick is up on high ground, they can't really do very much about it either.
Yeah,
I think we just have to back the
you
corner
can't
here.
do much. There's a TP bomb out from Nord, but it's not able to do much. It's just right on top of 7. It's nice to see Nord been a rail shot. Bronx able to be taken down, as well as just the normal shots out from on Saga.
7.3.
Find Saga. As they're just able to clean up Drew.
I was gonna stagger Drew here, I'm sure.
Drew's like staggering himself through.
Yeah, I don't know if there's really anything he can do here.
Yeah. You just gotta
His
die
body
quick.
blocks him in, yeah.
You go next. You do see both the supports for the
Just because he died so
ice.
late, he might not be able to make it back.
It's gonna be a really late tuck how late is coming back here, right? You do see Dragon as well as both support elves up from the mic with only a nano, but a
Huge
cast.
pick on the 7-7.
Was able to pick out sleep out from Skyster as nano gets in. But
Oh, they're gonna hold on here.
keep reaping havoc in the back line of the mice. It doesn't matter. The Jimmys are just
Nor
able
with a
to stay.
3K.
No ults.
This Reaper's really good against Monkey, so he's actually just able to get in the backline. You can either go for the backline, try to get a pick onto either of the supports, or you can just play defensively and wait for them to jump in and just kind of hard farm the Monkey. I think that's a really good swap coming out. We'll see if he's able to get Blossom and maybe get some value here. This Nano's gonna be really big if they come out. I think they just Nano. They need a flawless.
Flawless in, gets a really, really nice headshot on Skyscraper. As he's up with the fire from Paninii onto Paninii. Over there was 7.
How they stabilized there.
Yeah,
They had to use almost their entire ult bank, but from both sides they actually used a lot of ults.
they would.
The dragons are really easy to kite, so I don't know if he's able to set up something with that dragons. The Blossom, I think, is much higher value than either of the ultimates coming out from the Munich Mice, so we'll see if maybe they can either last long enough to shut down this Death Blossom, or if Nort can just farm again. With a minute left, this might be the last, at least if it goes long, it might be the last full fight here.
Yeah, the Mice do try that rush gun because it worked once. Why not try it again? Why wouldn't it work again? As 7 is able to pick out Nort in the back line. As he's trying 1v17. It's a huge dragon up mechanic. He's able to get Bronze on the Mega. And that's it. Really, Flawless is able to find Skyscraper, but not much left. Not much steam left in the engine on the first point.
Looks like most of their team gets close spawn here, so they should be able to set up a high ground here. Paninii swaps over to the Reaper, which is it's a pretty good if you're trying to counter this Reaper from North too.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to get value against this line.
7 caught out by complete surprise, but
North!
oh,
Oh, he pays for it, but he gets 2.
he does.
You actually take that if you're defending here.
Yeah, he is able to pick off Strudel as well as 7 early, but he doesn't hold himself as he does manage to stay on
The fact that they took that fight so early means they're probably the Munich Mice are probably going to have to win 2 fights to be able to win this.
Nice
the rock,
rock.
long range rock, cancels the high noon. That's really nice.
Yeah, Strudel like right at Lucia mode on top of Flawless, and with the help of 7 he's able to take him down, but Strudel pays his own life. Like is able to get a nice res on.
Well, it's my Titanic.
Yeah, they're just behind.
This is still either way. This could go either way right now.
They're coming back though. See here.
Oh, it's another.
Not anymore.
They have to touch. They have to touch.
North touches with Wraith. Below the healing on Saga. But Boss is behind. He wants to lay down the law, but he thinks fall.
Well, let's find another. I think they're going to stabilize here.
By Nort. There goes Skyscraper. He's resetting. It's fine, he's just resetting.
Flawless on this Cassidy. Did he kill 5 in a row?
I believe
not counting Skyscraper, who jumped off the map, but I think he killed like 4 or 5 in a row right there. Hero plays coming out for Flawless with this Mercy Pocket too is really big.
Yeah, very nice Falcon from Saga.
A lot of ults coming out. It's going to be really hard. They're going to have to kite the what's it called, window, and they have to
fire
probably
strike, shatter. Here comes Fish with some fire strike spread. She's right in his face, but with the super aggressive TP in is might be able to be out. Flawless nano disc walks into the enemy team, able to take down Skyscraper. Someone is on the fleet. Oh, there it goes.
7 finds 1. They should be able to res this. He's kind of alone. He's kind of alone on the high ground.
Saga's not able to because 7 pushes around too much. Saga's just trying to live, really. Yeah,
and they do have.
Try to pick off Strudel. This could be a deadly mistake as he's coming in with his Blossom and a nice lamp and move.
Force the lamp out.
Line.
But him surviving is actually huge. Now they can kite here, force out some abilities, and then maybe they should be able to re-engage with this flux here.
Yeah, most importantly, North did not die there, but the Mice do have 3 else here is looking to lay down the law. The rest of the team beat out as they're pulled up right in the air. And here comes Crystal Shatter, able to only find Bronx, but Short Logic is able to
trade here. Gonna touch.
They touch Panic. He has the spin move, and it just pushes everyone out.
That's such a close map. I thought they were going to be able to pull it off there. Huge plays coming out from 7-7 and Paninii to be able to really like take control there. The Strudel early on in this fight just for like 3 minutes, took like 3 minutes off the clock, pretty much single-handedly with this brig.
Plays out from everyone on the Munich Mice, able to shut down Flawless and his antics as he's running rampant in the backline with the Mercy Pocket. But that's it. What are we thinking we want to do for MVP? Who do you think on the mice
Oh
deserves
god.
it?
It's so difficult to choose because I feel like it throughout this entire match, every single player had some really good performance at some point. Um, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm gonna defer to you. I don't know who I could pick because like Tanikby had some really good plays on Route 66. 7-7 on that Tracer got a lot of value. Fish on Rhine hard carried some of those fights, and then the supports played great from the Munich Mice. So I could give it to anyone. I don't know if you have any favor person you're favoring right now.
I don't. What are you thinking?
Let's see. Who is even they're all getting offline right now. I would probably give it to Tanikby, just because I felt like he was consistently he was playing really well throughout the entire match.
Yeah, a very stable player. Playing the Bastion early on and then defaulting to other characters as well, like the Raper
Kind of
towards the end of
the Reaper got a lot
66.
of value,
Yeah,
especially that last fight. He got a lot of value on that Reaper there, and then had the Death Blossom to prevent the touch too.
yeah. It looks like everyone went offline immediately. They're all
Yep.
gone, man.
We can't even interview them. They all left. They got snapped.
They got snapped. But the match MVP is going to be Tanikby to the side of the mice, where it's really close because everyone on the mice played
They
super
all played really
well.
well.
Able to take it to the Jimmies, who are making it really close in a lot of circumstances, like en route as well as some
That
points on
first map was
Oasis.
so close. I really thought they were going to be able to pull it off on that first map after that university, or was it Gardens? They played really well,
Yeah,
but Munich Mice just flipped the switch and were able to just take over on Ike, especially.
yeah. Mice looking to possibly be one of the top teams this season so far, at least looking at the results and how they're able to play. I think that'll do it for us here on the cast. As I would like to thank Panini again for joining me. Well, and
Of course.
that should do it. I believe there are 2 matches tomorrow.
At least so far, there might be another one
So
scheduled tomorrow,
far.
but there's at least 2.
Yeah, tomorrow at 8 p.m. CST, the Charlemagne Shapeshifter take on the Mischief Monokumas. And then at 9 p.m. CST, the Rotterdam Red Pandas take on the Broncos Country Riders, which should be a banger match, one of the matches of the week, if I myself at least. I don't know if there's gonna be any production. I hope so, but I can't confirm anything.
Yeah, I'm sure at least one of them will get prodded. I don't know if they both will, but I bet we can get one of them prodded at least.
Yep. But that'll do it for us here on the cast. Thank you all, watchers. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye.